Hello, Peter. Let's look at an overview of the GDPR. First question, can you just explain what the background to the GDPR is, what it is, when it became effective, and its likely impact upon businesses in the UK?
Yeah, well, thanks, Andrew. I think, first of all, it's worth mentioning what the current state of play is.
Yeah.
Basically, the data protection at the moment is governed by the Data Protection Act 1998. Mm-hmm. And, well, as you can see, that's been in place for quite a long time. And that at the moment governs organisations, businesses and individuals, how they handle personal data. And basically there are strict principles that people must adopt when they're managing their data. And they are, but if we just run through them, it's that they should manage the data fairly and lawfully. The handling of it should be limited to a specific purpose. They shouldn't be kept any longer than necessary, that data. Should be adequate and relevant, not excessive. It should be in accordance with the individual's rights. Of course, it should be kept safe and secure. And another thing, it shouldn't be transferred outside the European Economic Area without specific protections. The Data Protection Act does mention as well some stronger measures that need to be taken in the case of what they term special categories or more sensitive data, and such things as criminal records, health records. The Act protects that data perhaps more strongly than the ordinary personal data, shall we say. So that's the background, and really it arose out of going back to 1995, even before the 1998 Act. Of course, it was a European directive which all member countries then set about implementing their own regulations. So we go from 1995 to the EU, 1998 the UK legislation, and of course now we're in 2017, and if you think about what's happened in the meantime, I'm talking specifically, of course, about the internet and the masses of data now that's out there, that's personal data on things such as social media, but also in businesses. Information isn't held on structured database anymore. They're in unstructured formats, they're out on the cloud, and people have obviously got very worried. There's been instances of hacking, there's been fines made to companies. Clearly, it's been known for some time that the Data Protection Act wasn't really keeping up with current technology. And so, been much debate. It's taken a bit of time to get there, but eventually the EU in Parliament on the 14th of April 2016, they actually passed a new law, and that is the General Data Protection Regulations, and they will come into force on the 25th of May 2018. Number of reasons for that, of course. As I've said, it's got to match the new technology, the new arrangements, but also to maintain harmony across all the member states, so that we can maintain the free transfer of data and information across all the member states. But also, more importantly, more significantly, there's a recognition that people are concerned about their own data, and there's an attempt to make people feel confident that their private data is going to be managed properly. So that's the background.
I can see that having a huge impact on the UK, on businesses actually.
It certainly will, and I think we've got to look at the fact that the clock's ticking. You know, we're talking about May next year, and businesses will have to take measures, certainly look at the procedures that they've got in place at the moment, review them, consider whether they're sufficient, and if they're not, and in many cases they will have to take action, I believe, and that could cost money, time and resources.